coming up.
I have never tasted or I've never seen any product anywhere else in the world that would compare to Akaushi.
Now, this is what we've been trying to do for 50 years, and now here's the answer.
With 98% choice or prime, it's all about Akaushi next on The American Rancher. Hello and welcome to The American Rancher. I'm Pam Minick. The Akaushi breed is celebrating 25 years in America since the foundation was imported from Japan. The U.S. herd grew from a dozen in 1994 to over 6,000 head by 2006. The American Akaushi Association was established in 2009, which opened the door for breeders everywhere to purchase registered Akaushi genetics. Today, the breed's numbers have exploded, and Akaushi beef is in demand by retailers and the food service industry across the country. Akaushi is known for well-marbled, tender, tasty, and consistent beef. And new Akaushi producers quickly recognize the added benefits of important production traits such as growth, fertility, vigor, and longevity.
Most people have never heard of it. So it's an experience that we get to tell people that Akaushi is a beef breed that originated from Japan, that was developed by the Japanese government over 100 years ago. A lot of people more familiar with the term Wagyu. Wagyu just means Japanese cow, country of origin. It's not a breed. All Akaushi are Wagyu, but not all Wagyu is Akaushi. We just happen to be breed-specific Akaushi, which means red cow in Japanese.
The demand for high-quality beef has been very popular here in the cattle industry these past couple of years, and that's what the Akaushi have. They have that ability to excel in carcass traits, and that's really what has put the demand on selling these Akaushi bulls to our commercial cattlemen. At the end of the day, we want to have our animal protein buyers satisfied. We want them to have the best eating experience they can every time they buy Akaushi beef.
It doesn't negate the other benefits of other breeds. You can put the Akaushi bull on any other breed and it's going to upgrade the end result. So you don't have to eliminate other breeds, you don't have to really compete with other breeds, you're just saying this is a way to make those so that they will be better than what they are. In the last 10 years, I haven't seen a thing that would say anything any different. Just the opposite, that it keeps reinforcing the grades, keep getting even better, the performance on every phase of it, because all the hard brand people and other ranchers that have used Akaushi cattle are all finding their own ways to tweak it a little bit here or there and try to make it even better.
Akaushi cattle originated from Japan. We use them here in the U.S. and have really improved beef quality in terms of taste, tenderness, and consistency. I think it's exciting to see the growth of Akaushi cattle in the U.S., especially due to the consumers' feedback on telling us this is better beef, this is what we want more of, this is what beef should taste like. And realizing that will make the industry better, will make the cattle industry better, especially the beef industry. Seeing when the cattle came over in the mid-90s to where we are today, I think is something that really gets us excited on how it was such a kept secret, and as we started growing, it really started snowballing, and a lot of it is due to very personal testimonials, is due to a lot of word of mouth. If the Akaushi were not producing on a factual level, profitable level, it wouldn't have the growth that it has today.
When I got out of Texas A&M in the late 1960s, the animal husbandry department, the big deal was to increase quality of the carcass. And they had lots of programs going on, and it was not only at Texas A&M, it was every college in the United States that specialized in beef cattle, was to increase carcass grade, improve the quality of the meat. We've been
40 to 50 years later and nothing had happened. We might have increased the quality of the meat, maybe 10%, but no big increase had ever happened. When I found these Akaushi cattle accidentally, because they asked us to feed them for them, I got the testimony from the grader in Corpus Christi at Sam Kane. I said, we got to get in this. I mean, this is what we've been trying to do for 50 years, and now here's the answer. We got in it, we raise these calves, we hang some of them on the rail, sometimes we sell them as feeders. We can do any stage in the process we want to, and it is a money maker because it is the real thing. He said, that's the most unbelievable thing I've ever seen. And that was an unsolicited testimony by the #1 senior meat grader in the United States.
Akaushi has allowed us to differentiate in a couple of different ways. #1, Akaushi bulls will work at least twice as hard as a regular bull. Akaushi bulls I can run on a fall herd and a spring herd in the same year with no extra attention paid to them. Our carcass quality has increased since using Akaushi tremendously. We had good carcass quality before. Now we're in the average of 40% prime on our kills. So also something about the Akaushi that we implemented the first year was we put our 16 Akaushi bulls out on heifers and had significant decrease in the amount of pulls. The calves are coming out, getting up, going to town, they're eating, they're following mom around, just doing real good. So I didn't have to take a hit on having a real small birth weight bull, paying extra for that. And I didn't have to have a Longhorn or Corriente cross out of my first calf heifers and taking a hit on that calf the first year.
What's been so fun is being around a breed that's truly a game changer. We haven't had anything new in the U.S. beef business since the box beef in the late 60s. But now we have a breed of cattle that's going to increase quality grade dramatically. It's really going to double the percent of prime over the next 20 years. So we have an opportunity here with the Akaushi to take prime from 4%, 6%, whatever it might be today, to just if we go to 15%, but we're consistently averaging 50% prime with very attractive yield grades of about 2.5. So here at the Akaushi, we've really been able to attract some young, progressive type ranchers that we're very proud to be a part of. Heart Brand has a very young group and very excited group to be able to take on these challenges and to get this breed of cattle out to more ranchers across the country.
The elements can be relentless. Make sure they have respiratory protection to match.
What makes me so proud of 44 Farms is teamwork within our own organization, but also the vast teamwork of producers throughout the United States that have come together to build a great feeder calf program for both the 44 Farms Never Ever program and the new Prime Pursuits program in partnership with Walmart. Please give us a call because we believe that together we can do great things, and the best is yet to be.
The American Shorthorn Association is America's oldest beef breed association. Shorthorn cattle have been documented to produce high-quality carcasses that out-yield other British breeds. The added docility and maternal advantage of Shorthorns make them an outstanding choice to add heterosis to your commercial cattle operation. Shorthorns truly are a breed focused on performance with purpose. For more information, visit our newly renovated website at shorthorn.org or call 816-599-7777.
Welcome back to The American Rancher. Akaushi sired cattle with American Akaushi Association verified DNA have received an average premium of $100 per head over the last 10 years. The most recent carcass data revealed that Akaushi grade an average of 52% prime and 46% choice. This carcass data clearly demonstrates the key to Akaushi demand.
I'm excited for the next 25 years for Akaushi, just to see how we've grown, be able to look back at these early days and admire the hard work and dedication and passion that we've put into this breed to grow it, to put our name out there, to make it a branded beef program where all Akaushi sired calves are so sought after because they know the integrity behind that calf, the hard work that got put in behind that calf, and everything that's gone into it to provide a wholesome product for our end user.
The sires and the mothers of all of our donors were born in Japan. We breed with select bulls, trying to replicate the breeding programs that are used in Japan. I have a lot of belief and a lot of passion towards the breed. It's every place I have seen this animal crossbred, it produced a better animal. I've studied the history of the animal, and it goes all the way back to 1881 when the Korean cattle was bred with the Japanese indigenous cows, and they started to produce a brown-colored cow called the Akaushi. I think the history of the evolution of the breed, it's kind of a young breed as things go. It fascinated me. I looked at the percentage of prime produced in the United States, and it was 3%. And I noticed when you bred the Akaushi bulls to these other cows, well, the increase in prime production went up to around 60%. So this was a total game changer for the cattle industry.
I spent my career in the packing business. I started back in 1960 with Armour & Company in South Dakota, and then moved to Amarillo, Texas as a cattle buyer for Missouri Beef, and then ended up in Cargill. And my career ended in 1999 as I was in charge of the day-to-day beef operations, procurement and sales, also for Cargill. Then we got into the cattle feeding, and just went on from there. The cattle, they feed good. Of course, the eating quality, the grading. We don't feed full bloods, except for the Akaushi, but any other breed, it's just all crossbreds. And so these F1s, 50% Akaushi and 50% whatever. It was amazing to us the grade we'd get. You know, when we first started, 30 to 40%, and now we get a lot of 70% prime on cattle that we have fed. When I first saw these cattle and was convinced, I had been in the business over 40 years, in the packing house business, and we've had some cattle that we fed a long time. Not a big strength, but from one breeder that graded 100% prime.
I've been in the feeding industry 20 years. I've seen a lot of natural programs come and go. So I think this program's got some staying power. It's the real deal. The Akaushi offers some, obviously there's some health benefits to the meat, but the main thing is the heterosis in breeding the cattle allows for marbling into the muscle, and that's what the consumer wants. I mean, we went from a meat industry where they wanted select, it wasn't healthy to eat fat, to where they got educated, and now the customers want good quality, great tasting, well marbled meat. And Akaushi is the one breed that can bring that.
If you're in the business to grid your cattle and attain the greatest value, Akaushi is what you need to be breeding to. We've seen prime grades, national average prime is 8% today. We've seen some lots of Akaushis, a couple of lots, 100%. And producers are paid on grade when they grid their cattle. So the higher the grade, the more return of dollars.
We have both crossbred cattle, percentage blood cattle, and full blood cattle, and have been very pleased with both programs. They've both been tremendously successful for us. Akaushi has allowed us to be more efficient and more productive. In other words, it's allowed us to increase our bottom line without increasing our numbers of animals. The premiums have been outstanding. The quality of the beef has been outstanding. It commands premium price in the industry.
And we've been very pleased with the breed. It's like Joe said, everything we've asked them to do. And the beef, of course, is outstanding.
The Akaushi, they're incredibly uniform. And so you get consistent growth. You can get consistently high percentages of prime on your carcasses. So the Akaushi, more so than other Asian cattle, are consistent. And so when you buy the steak, it's truly Akaushi genetics, and you really know that that's a high quality product. For whatever reason, cattle with Asian genetics produce more of the helpful fatty acid, oleic acid. Oleic acid is high in olive oil and canola oil. And so we have been doing the studies with the human studies, and we found consistently that any kind of beef that's higher in oleic acid always has positive health benefits versus say conventional beef. Changes in HDL cholesterol, LDL cholesterol that we see support the concept that beef, like the Hart brand or Akaushi beef, really does improve, reduces your risk for cardiovascular disease.
It is a very consistent, high quality product, and when you get something that's that high quality, you would expect the consistency to come with it, and that's what our customers love, because they know they're going to get the same steak each and every time they order it. This program has been going for a while, and honestly, it's gotten in such demand that we have a hard time keeping up with it. So many people want it, and which ultimately is a good thing.
Taste is awesome, texture is awesome. I mean, if I could, I'd eat it every night. It's just a total program. It's taste, it's texture, it's sizing, it's marbling, and the ability to be able to market it throughout your menu. It's not just the middle meats that we're trying to sell. We got to sell the whole cow. The Akaushi program has been great for us. Our customers love the product. They know when they order it time and time again on their plate, they know what they're going to get and what that bite's going to be.
Coming up.
I think Akaushi cattle have more of a future, more of an upside than any other breed in the world.
Akaushi are changing the way breeders think about the future of high-grade beef. That's after the break. You're watching The American Rancher.
Origin builded breeder-to-breeder genetic services concept on integrity and innovation. Origin was founded by a group of seed stock producers who had a vision of a marketing platform for cattle breeders to introduce their AI sires to the entire beef industry. Origin has been very successful in stacking our bull lineup with leading sires that push the industry forward. In fact, 6 of the top 25 Angus bulls by registration are available to AI customers at Origin. We believe that bull owners should have the freedom and flexibility to promote their bulls the way they choose. We aim to provide producers access to the industry's most valuable bulls, capable of siring profitable cattle of all types. We understand the demands of today's beef industry because we're the bull stud built by beef producers for beef producers. Call or click today to explore the exciting bulls and marketing options available at Origin.
Did you know that your cattle can begin to feel the effects of heat stress anytime the temperature reaches 70 degrees or above? VitaFirm Heat is a fully fortified vitamin and mineral supplement with the AmaFirm advantage that reduces heat stress in cattle by lowering body temperature. As an added bonus, Heat contains garlic, a natural insect repellent. It's about to be hot out there. Less heat stress means better performance. Keep them cool. Keep them grazing. VitaFirm Heat.
Welcome back to the American Rancher. The American Akaushi Association provides programs, services, technology, and leadership to enhance the genetics of the Akaushi breed, broaden its influence within the beef industry, and expand the worldwide market for superior tasting, high-quality, certified Akaushi beef.
One thing that the American Akaushi Association does, and their importance, is to be the official registry of the breed. And the association, as any association, is created to help for the advancement of the cattle and help for the advancement of any breeder that's breeding Akaushi cattle. The association's there to help any breeder in any program that they wish to help grow. The association verifies all cattle that go into the program through DNA. So whether you want to be a full-blood producer breeding seed stock for other producers and ranchers for your commercial cattlemen, or if you're just a commercial cattleman that is wanting to raise high-quality, consistent beef that has their own beef program and want Akaushi as part of it, the association is there to help verify those percentage calves of Akaushi beef.
The American Akaushi Association provides programs, services, technology, and leadership to enhance the genetics of the Akaushi breed, broaden its influence within the beef industry, and expand the worldwide market for superior tasting, high-quality Akaushi beef.
The American Akaushi Association is an association where we report every calf sired by an Akaushi bull. As our membership continues to grow, we need to remain grounded to the fundamentals that has brought us integrity, and that's the DNA verification. We use DNA verification to ensure that our seed stock, bull buyers, and beef customers have the ability to buy with confidence. And having that marketability to any other place out there in the United States that are looking for Akaushi sired calves, since the demand is so high, and that's kind of our goal too, is to also have just different markets available for our producers to sell their cattle, because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's all about our members and breeders being able to add more value to their investment.
There's no other breed that I would rather be working with than Akaushi cattle. I think Akaushi cattle have more of a future, more of an upside than any other breed in the world currently, because they produce the beef product that the customer's asking for, and also they do that in a very efficient manner. I also see that in Akaushi breeders. They have more pride in the cattle they raise now because it goes into a system where they can sell the beef. They can show their neighbors, they can show their friends and family what kind of cattle they raise, and it's the best beef in the industry. I think that pride is something that we have not seen before in any other fashion, but we definitely take great pride by raising Akaushi cattle.
Ranchers that have been joining the Akaushi program have seen great benefits in the ability to sell their calves to a branded beef program, in the ability to raise an animal that produces more marbling, and really in the ability of giving them more flexibility, of being able to keep some of their own calves back themselves and sell to their neighbors, or even some of them the ability to start their own grass-fed beef program to where they're able to elevate their game. Before, if they were to do a grass-fed program, they were fighting at kind of low select, not very much marbling, but once they influence Akaushi into their grass-fed program, they're getting average choice, and the repeatability of that is extremely high, and their customers are coming back wanting more and more of the beef.
Breeders that participate in Akaushi programs receive some of the highest above-market premiums in the entire industry.
Where Akaushi is today after 25 years, I think has done more than maybe what the first 75 or 80 years of Angus did, in that they're ready now to really explode. And I do believe that the next 25 years with Akaushi, we'll see it multiply 10 times over the size that it is today. It should happen. The opportunity's there to do it, and I think the ranchers that are out there that have already worked with it have a strong enough message that others will see it, and they'll see the profitability of it. They'll see that it's a great solution that helps the world.
As the Akaushi breed celebrates its 25th anniversary here in the United States, the American Akaushi Association invites you to learn more about this profitable breed. Log on to akaushi.com to learn more and to find registered Akaushi genetics for your program. That's all the time we have today. We hope you enjoyed the show. To find out more about us, visit our website, theamericanrancher.com, or connect with us on Facebook. I'm Pam Minick. For the entire American Rancher team, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Superior.